Welcome to HB Reddit Stories. Today we will see stories of Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for telling my brother-in-law to stop picking on my kids or he's not coming on vacation? I have 3 kids, Rob 16M, Lisa 14F, and 9F. Lisa is autistic, and her special interest is Taylor Swift. Rob and go along with it and indulge her. They're good kids who care and support each other and Rob and get attention and support for their interests too. My brother-in-law Hector's entire personality is trying to rile people. You know the whole "it's just a joke bro." Super childish, but whatever, he's family. Except my husband is out of the country, so I guess he thinks he gets to do whatever he wants. A few weeks ago he started needling at Lisa by making fun of Taylor Swift using lots of childish name-calling words, intentionally using the wrong word for fans and stuff. Just really immature kid stuff. Lisa knows that not everyone likes TS and some people even hate her. One of her best friends hates her. She's not unable to hear different opinions. She has her own I'm sure she'd love to share with you all if you had 4 hours to spare. He would say, well, Swiffers did XYZ, she would say, Uncle Hector, it's Swifties, and he would say it again to needle at her. Rob was in the room, I was not. Rob said to him, why do you keep using the wrong word? She told you the right word. Hector said he can say whatever he wants and to cry about it. Rob said, it just seems like you're going out of your way to upset Lisa. Rob asked her to finish what she was talking about and to ignore Hector. This is when I came into the room, and Hector waved at the kids and said, Roberta's getting real mad that someone's joking about mother? I wasn't in the room, so I didn't hear the comment about me, and Rob said I wouldn't get it. Before I could say anything, Rob said, bro, did you really just call me a girl's name? Are you 12? I put my hands up and said, okay, enough, Hector, stop. He said I'm raising soft kids who can't take a joke. I said he's being so effing rude and that he wouldn't be acting like this if my husband was home. I said that if he wants to still go with us to Colorado in the summer like we were planning, he has to stop now or he's not coming. This set him off and he said I had no right to do that. Yes, I do, and that I'm being a controlling yak over Taylor Swift. I said, no, F Taylor Swift, this is about you being mean to your niece because her dad isn't home. He said, F you and good luck next time we have a problem, we're on our own. He took his Costco chicken and left, and I swear he must have immediately gone running to my MIL because she called me to ask for what really happened inside a lot. I asked her if I was overreacting and she said she just hopes we can work it out because that trip was all he had to look forward to since he was laid off from work. I hate causing drama in the family, so am I the a-hole and I'm out of line? Thanks for all the feedback, I have a path forward. It also needs to be said that some of you are just inventing an entirely new story involving Hector losing his job because his has a bad personality. This is entirely fictional, this didn't happen. His job laid off almost everyone because they are struggling with money and likely won't recover. Top comments. Not the a-hole. You should be proud of your son for standing up for his sister. The BIL does not deserve to go for being a nasty piece of work. Opie replies. Rob is a very good son and has always been protective of his sisters, and I'm very grateful for that because I didn't have the same relationship with my brother, sadly. Next story. Am I the a-hole for offering my clothes to a coworker after losing weight? I have a coworker that I am very close to and we eat lunch together, etc. I'm a clothes horse and I have so many things that I've never worn and still have the tags on. My coworker is always commenting to me that she loves my clothes and if I ever decide to give anything away, please come to her first. We were the same size. I recently lost a lot of weight and I've gone down 5 sizes. I've been working really hard at it, but I haven't been talking about it that much because it seems to be a bit of tension between the two of us. She's never said anything outright, just some passive-aggressive comments about how I'm getting too thin. I just ignore it because a lot of people say that, and I think it's just a result of the shock of me losing weight. I still have about 30 pounds to lose before I even hit the 150 mark and I'm very short. I'm definitely not too thin and I still suffer from body dysmorphia, so I don't even think I'm thin at all. I recently went through my clothes, and I have a shocking amount of things that have either never been worn or have been worn once. I really need to work on this addiction. I put them together in boxes, and on my next trip into the office, I asked her if she would like me to bring those in so she could go through them. Her face took on this very shocked expression, and then she said, "Why would you ask me that? Why would you insult me by asking me if I want your hand-me-downs and cast-offs? That's so humiliating." I was stunned, and I think I might have actually said I was sorry and walked away. To make things even worse, there's another friend in the office who was also my size, and as we went out to the car later that day, she asked me what the boxes were in my car. I told her they were my larger size clothes and that I had brought them for our other coworker, but she didn't want them. I didn't go into any details. She went nuts and asked if she could go through the box. She called her daughter, who worked very close by, and we spent the next 45 minutes going through the boxes and getting the stuff that she wanted. They literally took almost everything. While they were doing it, the other coworker came outside to leave for the day and saw what was happening. She got into her car and left. Later that night, she texted me and lit into me about me giving the clothes to the other coworker. I am so confused. Did I insult her? And if I did, why would she care if I gave the clothes to someone else? After several years of a good work friendship, she won't even speak to me anymore. Am I the a-hole? Edit. Just as in for your information, we have been friends and co-workers for 6 years. I have been giving her clothes off and on for those 6 years. Some of the comments suggested that I put this in the original post. During those 6 years, I have lost 10 or 15 pounds and given her some of those clothes during that time, and she didn't seem offended. I'm now down 65 pounds. Update: she called me earlier today and totally lit into me. She said that I should have understood that she was sensitive about my weight loss because she felt like I was losing weight to show her up. I told her that I didn't know what she meant by that because I've been losing weight because of my blood pressure and because I was pre-diabetic. My doctor was worried that I would have a heart attack if I continued at this size. She said that was a bunch of crap and that I've been losing weight to make her the fattest person in the office. I basically sighed and was ready to give up when she said, "Oh, and how dare you give all those clothes to XXXXXX? She's going to be wearing those clothes in the office and I have to see her in them when you were supposed to give them to me." When I said that, she said that was humiliating and that she didn't want my hand-me-downs, she hung up on me. I honestly have no idea what to do at this point. I want to apologize, but now I'm not sure I should now. I don't feel that I can do anything at this point. Top comments. She liked that you were the same size, she took comfort in that. When you started losing weight, she took it personal. You didn't do anything wrong. She is the one with the issue. Instead of celebrating the work you put in, she tries to put you down. That's not a real friend. Next story. Am I the a-hole for refusing to take care of my husband's medical equipment? So my husband 42M and I 41F are having a disagreement. Here's the situation: he uses a CPAP machine at night. He's had it for 15 years and never puts it away in the morning. He has decided that it's my responsibility to take care of it and prevent the children or our pets from touching it. He says it's unreasonable for him to put it away every morning, even though there are many things the kids and I use and put away every single day. He insists that other things of his be left where it's convenient for himself, even if it makes life harder for the rest of us. Example, he will leave his shoes under the kitchen table and tells me that I should just not clean the floor there at all so his shoes don't get moved. He goes to great lengths to make life easier for himself, even if that means putting more difficulty on me and our children. Last night our cat got into our bedroom and chewed on the hose for his CPAP. I didn't know it till we went to bed and husband freaked out. He demanded to know why I wasn't watching his CPAP and why I had let it get ruined. Then he decided he wants to lock me and the kids out of our bedroom when he leaves for work every morning. I said absolutely not. Our second bathroom is only accessible through the bedroom. All my own things are in the bedroom, and that would leave me without access to any of my things during the day unless I cleared everything out of my room and the second bathroom, which is also where I keep my makeup and other personal items, which to me seems totally unreasonable. I told him he should put away his CPAP every morning. He says that it's unreasonable for him to remember to do such an annoying task and that he shouldn't have to put anything he owns away. I really feel like he should be responsible for his own things and that it is unreasonable for him to lock me out of my own room. So am I the a-hole? Top comments. Oh no. Do you both happen to come from a background where women are expected to be subservient to men, their husbands in particular? It's those kinds of behaviors that have driven young women from faiths that regard them as less than their male counterparts. I'm so sorry, because I don't believe that men raised with the belief that their wives are their property and treat them as such will ever change. I doubt it's easy to acknowledge that you were raised incorrectly and with beliefs that harm others and rob them of their autonomy, never mind one's reluctance to cede that authority when you've been programmed to believe that it's your God-given right. You don't have to live like that, or allow your children to grow up believing that a wife is a slave to her husband, required to obey his command and expected to accept discipline when they fail. Remember that the rule of thumb came from a husband's legal right to beat his wife with an object as long as it wasn't wider than his thumb. I left a man who doused me in water and locked me out of our home overnight during the winter. It was a punishment because I'd burned dinner while trying to care for our son and study for my nursing finals. I later came to understand that part of his intent was to sabotage my attempt at a career, despite our needing the money, because it would have meant that he'd lose control over if I wasn't fully dependent on him. Leave before it gets worse. You're not the a-hole, you're not being unreasonable and you deserve better. So do your children. Opie replies. Pretty much. It's only been in the last few years that I've left that church and I'm trying to learn what is actually normal and reasonable and what isn't. He isn't changing and doesn't see a reason to. I also have many children, so leaving right now isn't financially possible. For years I told myself it could be worse and just tried to be a good wife while in survival mode, taking care of babies up all night, sleep deprived. Told myself that because he never hit me that I was just blowing things out of proportion. I've written about him from other throwaway accounts on Reddit and people have given me advice that's helped open my eyes to realize that his behavior isn't my fault. I can't leave for several reasons right now, but I'm doing what I can to assert my independence. Sometimes I second-guess myself and wonder if I'm actually just wrong. It's confusing at times. He did pick up his machine today, but he also was angry about having to do so. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure like, comment, share and subscribe the channel HB Reddit Stories.